The job description you are preparing for right now, it's already outdated. Companies in 2026 don't just want a designer who makes things look good in Figma. They want somebody who can build. And if you're not moving in that direction, somebody who will take your seat. I have been in UX and enterprise design for over 22 years. I have seen design move from print design to web design, from animation to UX, and from customer-centric design to enterprise design. Every single time a new wave came, some designers adapted and moved forward, and some said that's not my job. And quietly, they disappeared. But the shift happening now with AI is much bigger. AI is changing what organizations expect from UX designers. And the 2026 State of AI Design report just put hard data behind what I have been watching happening on the ground. In this video, I am going to break down three major shifts every aspiring designer, career switchers, and junior UX designers must understand. First, designers are starting to ship code. Second, working prototypes are replacing static mockups. Third, taste and judgment are becoming more valuable than manual execution. And if you understand this properly, AI will not threaten your career, it will upgrade your career. The first big shift, designers are now shipping actual code to production. This is no longer a trend, it's a default. 50% of designers surveyed in the 2026 report have pushed AI generated code directly to production. Half already. Now, let me be very clear because people misread this. This does not mean every UX designers need to learn how to code from scratch. This is not the point. The point is technical fluency. AI tools like Claude Code, Cursor, Replit have reduced the distance between an idea and a working implementation. A designer can now describe what they want and the AI builds a version of it. Maybe not production ready, but good enough to test the interaction, good enough to demonstrate the flow, good enough to have a real conversation with the engineering team. The second shift is that working prototypes replace static mockups. Teams used to evaluate design decisions by clicking through a Figma prototype. We all know that. That was fine when everybody was expecting it, but today, stakeholders have experienced real products built in a day. They have seen what AI tools can do. Their bar has shifted. Vibe coding is the term people are using. The idea is simple. You describe what you want in plain language and an AI builds it. You iterate. You end up with something that runs in a browser, behaves like a real product, responds to real interactions, and you build it in hours. Here is the uncomfortable truth. Your PM has access to tools like Stitch and Claude. So does your engineering team. They're not going to produce great UX, but they will produce something visible. And in real teams, visibility matters. I have seen this happening. A PM walking into a management meeting with a screen. Leaders react to it. Discussions happen, and by the time the designer finds it out, the decision is already set. Not because the PM designed it better, because the PM showed up with something first. That is the real threat. Not AI replacing you. Someone else using AI before you do. Taste is your new moat. This third shift is the one that actually determines who survives, and it's also the most misunderstood. Here is what happens when everybody has AI. Remember the PM who showed up with a design? Speed was their only weapon. When everyone is fast, fast means nothing. The only thing that still matters is who knows what real experience feels like. The 2026 report calls this opinionated taste. I call it human judgment. It's the ability to look at what AI has generated and say, no, that's not right. The hierarchy is off. The spacing is wrong. To say that this pattern breaks the user's trust. That's not fixable by prompting harder. That's fixable by a designer who has internalized what user experience feels like. This is taste. Taste is a skill AI can't replace. Here is what I want every experienced designer and career switcher watching this to hear. Taste is learnable. Judgment is trainable. You build it by studying what great looks like, by shipping things and seeing what happens, by getting feedbacks on real products in real context. It's not a mystery, it's a practice. Let me summarize. 3 things are changing right now that will determine which designer still have a career in the next 3 years. Designers are shipping code. If you're not experimenting with AI built tools, start today. Working prototype are the new standard. Vibe coding isn't a gimmick. It's a workflow shift that already is underway. Taste is your moat. AI gives everyone speed. Your judgment is what makes you irreplaceable. This is exactly why we are building Skill Banao differently. Subscribe to this channel. We are going to cover vibe coding for designers, how to build your AI workflow, and what enterprise hiring actually looks like in 2026. Practical content every week. Subscribe and stay in touch. Cheers.